Now, I know it's been a while since I last uploaded a live commentary. I do apologize for that. A lot of you seem to like that. But somebody in our Discord community suggested a very different loadout that I wanted to take some time to get familiar with before I shared it with all of you, the masses, the loving masses, as it were. The revolutionary loadout for PvP is Well of Radiance with Lunafaction Boots. I promise this is not a joke. Your rifts gain the additional ability to increase weapon reload speeds. We all know this. This is fine, this is lovely, this is what we use for boss DPS. Empowering Rift makes weapons effective over longer ranges. This is something most people completely gloss over, if I'm being honest. I glossed over it until that community member pointed it out, which, by the way, you should definitely be part of this community because they point out things that you think you knew everything about, but you clearly don't, and this is the case. Empowering Rift makes weapons effective over longer ranges. Why is this such a big deal? Most weapons have a defined operating range, right? The long-range stuff, like your 390 RPM pulse rifles, your scout rifles, even certain auto rifles, they don't need more range for most of the engagements in the Crucible because, well, they've got the range to take care of it already. The base range is such that it's adequate for most things. But when it comes to short-range options, that's perhaps where, you have to engineer a playstyle around the lack of range. So we're talking things like 540 RPM pulse rifles, we're talking things like sidearms, we're talking things like, rapid-fire fusions. All of these things are designed to be as up-close and personal as possible. 540 RPM pulse rifles are this weird go-between. They're not quite close-range monsters, but they're not long-range duelers either. They're very, very mid-range, and they sort of have the pulse rifle thing where you can peek shoot, but the best way to use it is kind of like an auto rifle. You just go forth and charge forth and lay out as much as you can before you die. With Lunafaction Boots, we basically give a 540 the range of a 340. Like the Messenger. Suddenly this thing can compete with the Messenger, this thing can compete with snipers, this thing can compete with pretty much anything you want to throw at it. And then, add into the fact that we're using an Empowering Rift, well, we boosted the TTK. The TTK of a 540 RPM pulse rifle is already fairly competitive, and now we're going to boost it by 25%? Yeah, okay, this is a good experiment, let's try it out. Now, why are we using Well of Radiance? We're using it for Benevolent Dawn. I tried Attunement of Sky, I tried Attunement of Flame, but I came back to Well of Radiance because of Benevolent Dawn. Because the whole point of this playstyle is to have your rift up. Healing or empowering allies regenerates your grenade melee and rift energy. And this works when you put down your rift in an area where people are passing through. You are very specific and very intentional about where you put your rifts. When you do that and people pass through, you get a 6-second buff called Benevolent Dawn that improves the recharge rate. And just to add insult to injury, we're running 100 recovery, which you should do anyways for any class, any character. And then we're using a stasis bond because we're using utility kickstart, which says when your class ability energy is fully expended, you gain class ability energy. There's a whole lot going on here. So when I put it on Rift, I get a little bit of my Rift back. The recharge rate is maxed out because it's my recovery is at 10. And then Benevolent Dawn on top of that will help recharge it even faster. Which means, in theory, I should always have my Rift up. Even if you pick a spot, even if you put a Rift down that isn't quite working, there's a really good chance that you'll have your Rift up by the time you've decided that you're not good in this position, or, you've done everything you can do to minimize the cooldown. So if that Rift's not working out, then you just rotate and you play normally for a little bit, and then you get your Rift back before you know it. So that's the build explained. I've done enough talking. Let me just show you how this works in action. And short range map. Not frickin' great! Do you know how many times I've sat here to press record on this live commentary? I've done pretty well in every single attempt that I've done. But for Anomaly, well, look, this is like the 4th or 5th attempt that I've tried to do live commentary because the map never gave me enough opportunity to highlight the efficacy of this playstyle. Whatever, we're gonna do it. Screw it. Putting a rift down here for B to wait for the people coming in, and we are very, very, very pushing our luck here with the range. But because of the Emperor, because of what's happening here, oh, I didn't mean to do that. There's a guy underneath us, and I'm just waiting for him to shoot peek. Or maybe we'll peek for him. Thank you. Oh, we got somebody coming here. Thank you very much for the assist, teammate. Oh, we are absolute. I'm just backing out here for the time being. Maybe they'll peek. Maybe they'll peek. They did peek, but they didn't follow through. Where are they? Okay, this guy up top here. Teammates taking care of him. Another one over here. It's the same guy who tried to hit us. Too many people in front of us. Bit chaotic, but we're gonna make it work. I think using the rift in those sort of cubbies are going to... They're gonna be effective. Let's try it out now. Nobody here to stop us. We're putting a lot of tags on a lot of people. If they rush, it's kind of over for them. I'm not gonna lie. That's a Wither Horde. That's the one thing that can get us out of rifts. All of you wondering how to counter rifts and trials. That's how you do it. And there's the Roadborn, that's why we pushed out so aggressively there. And the Wither Horde knows I'm trying to do things here, that's why he came around to really put an end to it. But unluckily for him, I know how to move, which allows me to, you know, not die, in theory. Pretty campy playstyle, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty, not great so far. Maybe I can put one here, and we'll see how we are. And we're just trying to find lanes. We're trying to find lanes that we can do damage on. Now, they're spawning that side. Now, can we cover that? We actually can cover the B side from this lane, so this is actually a pretty nice spot. Will they come out in front here? They will. And he's jumping in the air. He's trying to do things. I'm going to put that down. Maybe it'll tag him. It will tag him. Thank you very much. Now, we don't have a rift, but we do have kill clip, which is basically the same thing. Thank you. Too many people here. I do have Roadborn, so if they come around the corner, they're dead. There you go. Anyone else? Odin's coming here to cover. He's fine. We're fine. Now we can put the rift down here, and let's try that again. In front of us. I saw ping straight in front of us. And there's one on our side as well. He's coming around. Let's try and get that kill before we get flanked. Oh no! Chaperone non-roadboard in a rift. That is the definition of not okay. Can we take this guy down? Nope, I'm not. The moment's gone. But you know what hasn't gone? Our rift. I love it. This is such a problem playstyle. There we go. We got people coming flying in. Use our teammate to gauge where they are. That's one. That's two. Now, it seems like B's getting a lot of action. We have our rift again, surprise, surprise. I want to push, I want to clear this so that we can put a well down. Here we go. Now, heavy is in play, and that is a rocket launcher, so not enough to kill us though. That's good by me. Surprisingly, this has not turned into a mercy yet, but I feel like it's close. Ghost is doing things to people. Okay. Blue Balls is doing things to people. Great commentary, Nomad. Fantastic. World class. Kamikeks who? Anyways, getting pings on catwalk, lower catwalk. Our well is out, so I'm gonna go back and put a rift down in Old Faithful. Odin looks like he needs help. I probably should have gone towards him. Let's see now. Will they come here? What's the deal? Pretty much. Nope. My Roadborn's gonna beat you out there, mate. Oh, jeez, this guy's right here. Oh, then that's the first death. Was it the first death? It feels like the first death. Either way, I was a little bit slow to flick up there. That's what cost me ultimately. You just know. Sometimes when you just know when something's not gonna work. Does this guy go outside? That doesn't seem. Oh shoot. Come on. Basics. You have a sidearm, just come over the top. I just want to keep him interested. We have a rift now, which is good.
Keep it up.
I suspect he's being taken care of by Odin, thank you. Do we put the rift here? No, we get the f*** out of Dodge. Pardon my French, don't demonetize me at YouTube. Oh, he's coming this way. Now I'll put the rift down here because this is funny, more than anything else. Ah, there's the thing again! No, I'm good. You can have it. I'm sorry. Here, have this. Where is my shots? There they are. Oh my god. I'm okay. I promise I'm okay. I'm a little better than that guy who missed a Dawnblade on a stationary target. Okay. Woosa. Put the rift down here. We have lines on the V. I don't want to peek this, I'm still low. Now we can peek it. And we got lots of people to shoot at. Thank you very much. There's the kill clip. There's a guy coming somewhere here. I don't know where though. Where are you? Oh, you're underneath. Yoink. Get kill clip going. Multi-kill clip going. We don't have an Emperor Rift, but we can still help out here. I'm so sorry, teammate. I should have helped you there. And he got out of range of my my little grenade. There we go. We have Emperor Rift going, and we're gonna have Benevolent Dawn as well for the entire time. So we're gonna have a Rift again, up again in a second. It's actually stupid how well this works. Got lots of people coming in, but we have an Emperor Rift. Didn't you get the memo? So it's literally, this whole playstyle is just holding an area. It's just holding zones. Area denial. And then, you know, utilizing the deceptive range of 540 RPM pulse rifles. I wonder what this would be like with an auto rifle. Probably not as good because you can't peek shoot as well. There's a guy on our left. We're coming in through catwalk. No, our teammates got this. And just to add insult to injury, let's do it again. Cap the zone as indestructible gods. Hello. Oh, that's one way to get us out of it. You gotta be worried about it. I'm genuinely worried about this guy. Okay, that sort of worked. Is that an arc staff coming in, or are you just happy to see me? No, it is an arc staff. Come here. What are you doing? What was he doing? Alright, I'll take it. So, all in all, a playstyle that shouldn't work on a very, 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 very close range map ended up helping us deny areas, entire areas for huge stretches at a time. And I wasn't even doing anything particularly special. 9.25, 37 zone. I stood still. I stood still most of the time. Now, obviously you have to know when to pick and choose your moments. You have to pick and choose your engagements. But this is a silly, silly effective playstyle because for weapons that perhaps don't give you an option for long-range engagements, or perhaps are limited in what they can provide you in terms of like your engagement suitability and range versatility. I feel like I've just repeated myself. You know what I'm trying to say. Lunafaction can just give you a little bit more wiggle room either way. Plus, the added bonus of being in an Emperor Rift means you have a TTK advantage over most fights, provided of course you're using a semi-competitive archetype, which Grid Skipper and a 540 RPM pulse is. So yeah, I think I'm going to do a few more live commentaries in this style. I want to see how this works on longer range maps, and I want you to see how it works on longer range maps. I think we'll do the same thing again tomorrow with the same loadout. Yeah, let's see how far this takes us. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, you know what to do. I'm Ascendant Nomad, and I think I'm your Crucible Doctor. I'm not sure. You let me know. Take it easy. Cheers.